Get up. Get up. Fresh. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up. Good morning, everybody. It's Dr. Vibe here, host and producer of the award-winning Dr. Vibe Show, the home of Epic Conversations, and I'm the host of Epic Conversations 2020, Best Podcast News Award winner, 2018 Innovation Award winner, given out by the Canadian Ethnic Media Association. I also co-host and co-produce the only online show in the world for dads and fathers. It's sponsored by Dove Men Plus Care, and being part of that team in 2022. I'm still part of that team in 2023, by the way. 2022 and 2021 reached out directly and indirectly to over 100,000 fathers and dads around the world. As always, I'd like to say you're blessed, highly favored, a magnet for miracles, and a solution for someone's problem. And good morning, everyone in the East, at least where we are right now. It's live on September 8th. What is up, Ryan Knight? I thought you'd be walking your kids to school because in the past, Fridays is walk to school day.
Yes. But the missus, shout out to Sharon Knight. She's home today, so the kiddos are getting the treatment by their mother. So
the treatment. What do you mean treatment?
The love and the care and
the love,
guidance.
Yes.
But for those that don't know who I am, my name is Ryan Knight, one of the co-founders of the Afro Caribbean Business Network. I still got the shirt.
Chest up.
We work with entrepreneurs of African and Caribbean heritage, really to figure out what stage the business is in, help them create a strategy to grow their companies exponentially. And I'm also an entrepreneur. I do run a company called Detailing Nights. So we provide mobile waterless car cleaning. So we go to people's houses, their offices, clean their cars on the spot without using water, and our plant-based eco-friendly cleaning supplies. And ours, the youth entrepreneurship program came to an end. The students have gone back to school, but we still do detailing up to about December. So this is kind of the fall time. So yes.
Good stuff. So let's get some housequake. So as always, please subscribe to the Dr. Vibe Show on YouTube and hit the notification button. It helps notify yourself and other people about this epic conversation that we always have on all different platforms, and also follow the Dr. Vibe Show on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. Also, if you'd like to advertise your business or service on any of my platforms, please email me dr.vibe at the dr.vibeshow.com. And also asking people, join the Morning Vibe Discord group. I'm beginning to post stories in there that I'm wanting people to give comment on. Actually, one of them I posted yesterday. Hopefully, we'll chat about today. Let's see what we got else going on. Then we also have comments, and I got a shout out, Big Fish Studio. You gave a thumbs up like 7-8 minutes before we went live. So I'm hoping you're still there, Big Fish Studio. I don't like people who put their comments in and run away. At least watch some of the conversation live. True. And then morning to Fitness IQ Cam, otherwise known as KSEYLRWFQ. And I don't know if I don't have her permission on what each of the that stands for, but maybe she'll allow me to do that. Probably not, but that's cool. So how's the week been, Ryan? And actually, by the way, we have a little special something coming up probably around the bottom of the hour.
Okay.
Today, a good surprise for everyone. Not even Ryan knows about it.
Yeah, I'm
going to keep Ryan I kept on the quiet only. So this is a good thing. Also, good morning, Christopher Lawrence. Fitness IQ goes, you heard this. And she goes, bah, ha, 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 ha. So do you want me to, Fitness IQ do you want me to give all the letters out? I'm not going to do it without your permission. So that's all that. So what's been going on, Ryan? We said it's been a little quiet because back to school.
I feel, people give those first 2 weeks of September a break, because I noticed a lot of events happening on exactly the September 16th. from September 16th on, a lot of things are happening in this. So there's the Toronto Business Summit coming up.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Right? Icon Talent Partners is doing an event. I don't think it's a gala, but something to help students with getting access to jobs. BHPN, Black Health Professionals Network,
Yeah. Oh,
their directory launch.
okay. So
on the
thank you
16th.
for the nice lead segue.
Yes,
So
yes.
speaking of the Black Health Professionals Network just launched yesterday a Black Health Directory.
Right.
And actually I have two of the co-founders of the Health Professionals Network coming on this Tuesday at 2 p.m. So I was thinking about promoting it now, but it's probably too far ahead. But I'm going to put a promo on it on Monday. Monday's going to be another interesting day too. So today leads into Monday. Let's just put it that way. But yes, the Black Health Professionals Network, we got two of their professionals coming on, and I have to share a little bit of a fun story. So I was emailed about this because I had two representatives on that from that network on back in February. And the lady who did the PR was really nice. Shout out to Anita Wong. I forget the name of the organization, but I'll find it in a few moments. And then she emailed me about a week and a half ago, told me about this, and I'd love to have them on the show. I said, great. So was chatting with Anita yesterday, and she was telling me how they had coverage on CBC, CP24. I said, well, thanks for including me with the big buys. She goes, no, I called you first.
Right. Yes.
So I was very humble, and it's a little, I guess, a little tip for people. Most of the time, you want people to think of you first, especially if you're an entrepreneur providing a business, product, or service. If you can get people think of you first, that's a good thing. So, and then she said, I thought of you first, and she goes out because you provide a really good platform, and she likes all these things I do on her LinkedIn page. And she says, yeah, she says, what you're doing is very, very important. She says, seriously. I said, thank you, and humbled. So they're coming on next week because their event is a week from tomorrow. Also want to say good morning to Opal Inspired. What's up, Opal Inspired? I did.
Oh, Opal, we were thinking of you this weekend or during the week. Dr. Vibe, have you heard of that show on Netflix, 5-Star Chef?
Yes, your share sent me a message. I have to reply to that. I've heard about it, but I haven't seen it yet.
Really good.
Talk about why you think about Opal Inspired.
So a gentleman, he's trying to do like Caribbean, British inspired 5-star cuisine. So patties was one of the things that he had served as part of this. They call it the morning tea tray thing. So it's like, when they do morning tea, it's like a bunch of snacks on a tray, but like a tower. It's like a tower of tray snacks. So when you had the patties out there, like, yo, Opal needs to get stush patties into morning tea.
Okay, that's a different Opal you're talking about.
Really?
It's a different Opal, because that Opal this Opal is into gardening and things like that. So it's two different Opals.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, my apologies, Opal.
No, it's okay. But you thought about her, so that's the most important thing. It's just in the wrong context. But yeah, but she does like to. Well, Opal's son really likes to cook. He's really into cooking. So you know what? You still hit it. What's the name of the show?
5-Star Chef, I believe. Okay. Yeah, on Netflix.
Yeah. So Fitness IQ goes nice about having the Black Health Professionals Network. Yes, it's a and Opal goes, wonderful, I'll take it. But and we're very blessed about this. And Christopher says stush patties are the bomb diggity. There you go.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's very interesting. Like this month, because Ryan sent me a text message yesterday. What spots do we have open this month? I said, Ryan, you're gonna have to hold right now.
Yeah, let me check.
We're getting full. Like we only have a few. I'm waiting for one person so you can get your person on, Ryan. So I'm just waiting because right now we only have really 3 dates open this month. And this other person will be next, and there'll be 2 other open ones. And I know that it's not difficult. It's not, I think, especially since Okay, Dr. Kyle Berkeley, thank you so much for liking us on Facebook. Very nice. Thank you so much. And wherever you're watching it, subscribe, follow, etc., etc.
Yes,
But
take
I
time
think
to
because
like it. Take pause
like
right now. Find the
that,
like
yeah,
button. And hit
don't
it
fool
while
around.
you're here.
Make it happen. Yes, make
Yes.
it happen. So definitely, that's cool. But I have a feeling since summer's over, uh, things are going to start in some areas moving that were dormant through the summer. Let's put it that way.
True. Yeah, because a lot of people take that break for the summer too.
Needed break.
Exactly.
Needed break. All right. Frequency event promotions, rising, I think, grammatical error, everyone and all. So, anything you want to chat about? There is something I want to chat. I posted something in the Morning Vibe Discord group. Is anything you wanted to chat about? If not, I've always got a number of alleged things going on in my alleged mind. Things going on in my alleged mind.
I'm always interested in politics, how the spin game, when bad things happen, how they're able to, navigate. And of course, Donald Trump is one of those masters of Teflon. Hey, we're gonna see how masterful he is. I don't know if this one doesn't stick, then he'll be the master. But it's happening with our own Ontario Premier Doug Ford, with now the Green Belt. They're calling it a scandal, $8+ billion type scandal, making the Liberal McGuinty government with their gas plant scandal, which was around $1 billion, look like chump change. And just the way that they're trying to not take accountability. A lot of times from the beginning, they're like, who's to take the blame? Where does the buck stop? They keep saying. So like, oh, it's with the chief of staff, and then it's with the minister, and then it's with the premier. But he wouldn't fire any of them, and then the chief of staff resigns. Now they have to be like, okay, yeah, he should have gone, but the minister, he's gonna stay. I'm standing behind him. And then Minister Clark resigns.
Yes, on Labor Day. Very interesting, the announcement on a day where people are on holidays and that, like,
exactly, and just it sneaks into the ticker tape. Right?
Well, you know what's interesting? I think, and for those who don't know, who live outside of Ontario, especially outside of Toronto, there's a big controversy going on with the Premier of Ontario and his government right now. They basically sold a bunch of beautiful land, just out, actually some of it in Ryan's area.
Well, it was
right.
So people already owned it, but it was in the Greenbelt, so they couldn't develop on it. And now they unlocked it, so rezoned it so that people can develop. So it made it really worth multiples more. Like if it was worth $1 million, now it's worth like 10 million plus.
Well, and the other thing that's really crazy about it, I think the phrase I'm going to really stick with the Premier Doug Ford with, I remember saying a few days ago, the end justified the means.
That's what he kept saying. He kept saying that, listen, we need to build homes.
So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if a bunch of developers pocket money and insider. Right. I just went, really? But the sad thing is, it's probably not going to impact him. There's not another election for a few years. And also, really and truly, it's only going to impact people that are really passionate about it, unless are probably the people in the GTA, especially in the Durham area. But the thing is, it just shows you how allegedly corrupt the system is. It's really bad. Like that phrase, the end justified the means. I can't get that out of my head. Really and truly.
It's a bad sentiment to stand behind, because he's trying to give the messaging that, hey, we need these homes. 1.5 million homes need to be built
by all means necessary.
At any cost doesn't fly. I don't think the voters, if that starts to become the tagline that the Liberals or the NDP use, I don't think that. But I want to say they're not going to survive, because I think they still will win the next election, only because the Liberal Party is still just trying to reboot itself. Like they're in no position.
Not only that too, but if I'm the Liberal and the NDP party, I make sure my campaign ads start now with that clip. The end justifies the means.
Right?
You got to have that clip saying the end justified the means. Okay, we got some more takes here. Fitness IQ saying, is it the unmarried folks moving in together? No, but I also post that story in the US. the number of unmarried individuals buying homes together is on the rise, whereas those who are
Oh,
married is on the decrease. That's one of the
whoa.
topics that's in the Discord room.
Mm.
Frequency, yes, correct, rising. We didn't place any sugar in our green tea. Very interesting. You mentioned green tea. That has a little bit to do with our friend that's coming up today. Also,
Gotcha.
on track accounting system says they just announced on CP24 that his rating is down to lowest percentage since he was elected because of yeah, and I'm sure, but that again, politics is the moment. Let's see 3 or 4 months down the line what his rating is. Like,
Mhm.
and if I'm in the opposition, I make sure I start running ads from now. Don't wait till the election. Run now to keep it top of, as I said, top of mind in people's mind about that the end justifies the means. So, oh yeah, it's great that my developer friends got a little insight. Oh, it's like insider trading, you
Well,
know.
and now they're saying they're gonna revisit the
Oh,
process,
yeah, but
but
the
not
process is still going on.
yeah, but not to say oh what was already rezoned for the greenbelt. They're gonna look at the entire process of all the
Yeah,
applications that came in.
look,
So there might
looking
be
at it,
more
I
unlocked.
agree. Looking at it and turning it back is two different things. You can look all you want, and the funny thing is,
Yep.
how come we always say in things like this, follow the money? What
Right.
about the developers? Are any of the developers going to pay a price for this?
Not at all. Like all they have to do is read. Well, now you saw one of them try to sell the land.
Yes. No.
So that just to show the mindset of the people that are in charge.
It is. It's
It gets
such.
unlocked to develop, and as soon as the value of it goes up, somebody tried to sell it.
Yeah.
So that goes
It,
against what Doug Ford was trying to say around, oh, we're gonna be building homes. People were just trying to make a buck, and
of course.
that showed that
Of
proved it.
course. Oh, that's it's right. Oh, on track counting stations. It is me, Lorraine. Yes, Lorraine Telford, who was on a few weeks ago on the Morning Vibe. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah. Well, since you brought, I was gonna. Let's see. I don't know. Okay, we'll go with this. This is one of the stories that I've posted in um, the Discord room. Uh, Walmart in the United States is beginning to put police stations inside their stores.
What?
They just started doing this with a new Walmart store in Atlanta. They're beginning to put police stations inside their stores.
So
Now,
beyond just the shoplifting security people, it's like
well,
a full fledged
it's
police
it's a
department.
big thing. So I don't know. Maybe it's not as much in Canada, but in the U.S. One of the things that we're seeing happen, especially post pandemic, the amount of, well, for those who are in retail, you know the term shrinkage,
Okay.
right? So what shrinkage is that basically companies have a percent amount of their or their revenues shrink as about people stealing, miscalculation of inventory. So most of us probably had retail experience in the past. Remember, we always loved doing inventory. Wasn't
Oh,
that fun doing
yes.
inventory?
Yes.
And one of the reasons to decide, okay, is the amount that's on the books equal to the amount that's on the floor, so to speak? And one of the things that's noticeable in a number of cities in the United States is ever since the pandemic, and I don't know if you see it in the news every once in a while, there are people who are just going into stores and just taking stuff, not even
Wow.
paying for it. And what is happening is a lot of employees, and what the company is saying, they want to get the employees involved because the companies could be liable
Hmm.
if the employees try to prevent this person walk or like people walk. And it's really crazy. It's really
Okay.
crazy in some cities in the US, some major cities. It's like those who are disadvantaged. There are some members of the disadvantaged community. They're just saying, you know what, I'm just going, so I'm just going to take it. There's been reports in like in Los Angeles, people just breaking the stores, taking racks of clothes and leaving,
Just walking.
walking out,
Yep.
walking out.
Well,
So
I don't know if
let's,
people watch that show Atlanta. There was an episode about that where they were in the shoe store, I think, and his friend just started taking a bunch of shoes and
yeah,
just slowly walking out. And he's like, "Oh, they're what did he say? Like they're told not to engage, so don't worry, they're
yeah,
not going to come
exactly.
after
They
us."
don't, yeah, because the companies don't want to be liable for any of the
Yeah.
injuries their employees could get
So
in
they
trying to
just
prevent
let people
that
do what they
happening.
want. Yeah.
So that's one of the things that going on. So all right. Fitness IQ says, Kuya! And then Ched C, good morning, Kings. Aunt Lorraine says, what? Yes, Lorraine, that's why you should join the Discord group, because I'm beginning now to put stories in there, and a lot of them may be based in the US, but just interesting stories of this. Fitness IQ goes, because of the self-checkout. Maybe. I don't know what this means. KMT, I don't know.
Kemet, Egypt.
Okay. On track says, what a go on, Chetty, Mr. Golf Tournament. And Christopher says, that can't be good. Greater or better for a shopping experience, but it may help aid the lead to believe theft taking place. I don't 100% understand that, but we'll get back to it. Okay, let's see. Kiss me teeth.
Oh, that's KMT.
Yes. All right. Thank you. We got two. They're linked together. Good morning, Ray. Good morning, everyone. Quite understandable. Theft is a huge issue in retail. Grocery stores probably experience more theft than any other type of retailer. Very true. At the store that I've been shopping at for a number of years, there's one of the staff that I've known for a long period of time. And it's interesting because we can be in there sometimes just chatting, and we see a certain type of individual come in there. And what not profiling them. I said, what's up with this guy? And he'll tell you, yeah, he's in here all the time. Da 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 da.
Wow. There's a big story about the LCBO that happening a lot, where people will just walk in and steal, and they can't really do anything about it.
It's interesting, and they've done a survey in the United States recently, the top items that are stolen from stores, and alcohol is in that, and also I would say probably I think also clothing was another one. So it's just very interesting that Fitness IQ Fitness IQ and Lorraine, you're on the same path. Kiss my sorry, I'm not up on these short forms that as much, but we do have one for Fitness IQ. Part of that is the change of laws in California. I would agree to a certain point, but I also agree that I think the pandemic has had a real
inflation is out of control.
And not only just emotionally, mental health wise. And again, it's widening the gap between those and those who have and those who do not have.
Absolutely.
You know, it's really increased that. So so Ray says steaks are also high up on the list. Interesting. I didn't know that.
Wow.
Okay. Whoa. So do you think if they replace self-checkout, theft would be reduced? No, some people are just bold, because you got to think about it, Christopher. The employees are told not to resist. Right. So if they're not, there's some people that are just bold. Like going back to this gentleman who I know at this retail store, there are repeat offenders there. There are people that come in all the time. You know, so Ched C, make sure you subscribe, Ched C. You're doing good stuff here today. Ryan is right. My wife works with the LCBO, and theft is out of control. Wow. Whoa. And you got to also think too, people, when theft is high, it hits us in the pocketbook. Right? On track.
Well, the cost gets,
go ahead.
Pooped in certain ways, definitely with higher prices.
On track accounting solution says, yes, FYI, drug addicts steal to use the items to trade for drugs. Yes. Also, we got a hot topic here. Said, along with baby foods and Pampers, Ray says. Fitnance goes, the two items that make sense, but sort of surprised that it's not actually food. I think food's in about it. And you know what? This story came to my light is about 6 months ago. I went into a hardware store, a smaller hardware store, not your Home Depot or Lowe's. It was a home hardware in a mall. And I noticed that the spray paint cans were locked up. I went to the guy and said, how come you have the spray cans locked up? And you know what he told me? He said to me that about a week ago, in one weekend, 2 groups of kids came in and stole all the inventory right off the shelf, so they could do their spray painting graffiti. 2 spray paint. I said, people are stealing spray paint, kids. Wow.
Right.
Wow. So I think we're going to take a little bit. Yeah. So thank you, family. I didn't know that you'd find that a hot topic, but I thought it was a hot topic. And obviously, there's a lot of good commentary about it. Again, these are some of the things I'm going to start dropping in the Morning Vibe Discord group room. So again, if you want to join, email me, dr.vibe at the drvibeshow.com, and just email me and just put Discord in the subject line. We'll get you to join the group, and we can continue these conversations in between the Morning Vibe shows. All right.
Love it.
So this is good. All right. So we've got some stuff coming up. We're going to do a little bit of a quick promo here for an upcoming event. Then we're going to come back with a surprise for y'all. So you know what? I'm going to go just before we go into we got a few more topics here. Christopher says, off topic, but Scarborough now has an IKEA. I was actually speaking with someone about that the last day or so. I haven't gone yet. I find that would be very interesting. And then kids partake in crime of opportunity. Okay. Yep. Chedsy, thank you very much. You just subscribed. Thank you. Also hit me up for the Discord. And then Hayden says, this is the result of ever-widening wealth gap in society. COVID only made it worse. Speaking of that, there's rumblings that we're going to have another pandemic coming.
Oh boy, with these variants they keep talking about.
Yes.
Lingering.
Okay, Fitness IQ, because I checked it out. Is at the IKEA, and it's not that bad. Okay. All right. So we're going to get to a few things here and then come back to you. So hang in tight. Again, thanks everyone for jumping in already. We're going to be doing a few things, but first things first, let's go to this.
Frequency Event Promotions. FrequencyEventPromotions.com. A network mixer. Hosted by Christopher Lawrence. It all goes down at the Grenette Brewery, located on 245 Ellington Avenue East. This event is for startup businesses. Get your tickets now. FrequencyEventPromotions.com. We design, we promote, and we print.
All right, so Frequency Event Promotions, a graphic design, advertising, and printing company located in Toronto, will be delivering their third business-to-business network mixer, hosted by entrepreneur, event organizer, and attendee of the Morning Vibe, Christopher Lawrence. Essentially, the network mixer is pulling together creatives, entrepreneurs, and even 9-to-5ers, individuals thinking about starting a business. It is going to be held on Wednesday, December 20th. Of this month, 6:30 p.m. at 245 Eglinton Avenue East at the Granite Brewery, major intersection, Mount Pleasant and Eglinton Avenue. Free parking is available. Refreshments will be provided. The topic of discussion will be how to land targeted clients utilizing social media by Trevor Short, a product marketing leader. If you register now, the first 10 people to register will win 250 free business cards and be entered in a draw. I think that draws for everyone who comes. A draw for an iPad tablet. Get your tickets now at Frequency Event Promotions. And that is that. So let me pull that off. We got that there. And let me just give you the information again. So that is where it's being held. And let's also say this. For more information about that event, go to frequencyeventpromotions.com/events. So there we go. So everybody, go mix. And
all right,
ECBN
is happy to be.
You're actually one of the sponsors. Yes. You're one of the sponsors.
You know, we got to support where we can. Yes, sir.
Yeah, you're one of the sponsors.
We are fans of Trevor Short and Songbird Marketing, and his wife. Actually, he does it with his wife. So shout out to the duo and to their daughter. I believe they have a daughter. So yes, just want to say hi to Trevor in case he's watching, and the missus and his child. We are fans of marketing.
See, Ryan Knight is everywhere. You see that?
Well, they supported ACBN in the past with reviewing our marketing strategies. So yeah, we've been connected.
Okay. All right. So let's see. Frequency of Home Promotion says we thank you. Well, we thank you back for taking the time there, and then Fitness IQ Cam says, see y'all there. I think you're one of the sponsors too, Fitness IQ Cam. Good to have you here. And then Frequency Event Promotion says, hashtag go mix. All right. So I've been telling people that we had a little surprise. I put up on our post. We have a little bit of surprise. And actually, I'm going to slow down for a second because the surprise is on the phone right at the moment. So I'll do a little intro. So Ryan and myself, we've talked a lot on the Morning Vibe, and we talk offline about the importance of our people taking care of their health. Mm-hmm. And as I say to a lot of people, your health is your wealth. And why do I say that? Because if you don't take care of your health, you're going to have to spend money that's impacting your wealth.
Yep.
So I said, you know what? We need to start doing something in regards to health on a regular basis on the Morning Vibe. So I thought, you know what? Let's see if there's anyone we can have collaborate with the Morning Vibe in regards to this. So I have somebody. They're on their phone at the moment, which now they just got off their phone. Fabulous. So if anyone has not, you're going to need to hear about a lady named Carolyn Nicole. She's a certified holistic nutritionist of the Energy Shack Juice Bar, and we're going to bring her up to the Morning Vibe stage. We're doing a little teaser today. Good morning.
Morning.
How you doing?
Good.
Super wonderful. How are you?
Outstanding and blessed. Carolyn is a person I've heard so much about. Now, Ryan, I'm sure you have too.
No, I think it's the first time.
Good. I'm glad you haven't heard a
we
thing.
Don't know each other.
You don't know each other. So, long story short, I've been doing a reset of my health journey, and I've been referred by a number of people to the Energy Shack Juice Bar, not Brown Bar. You can I can change that for you, Carolyn, by the way.
That's okay.
And I had the opportunity a little while back to meet with Carolyn, had a really great conversation, and I said, we need Carolyn to come on. Is there any way she can come on and share with us in regards to health? Because our health is our wealth. And she said, sure. So should I make the announcement now? Yeah, I might as well do it now because people may not stay to the end. So believe it or not, starting at least till the end of the year, every second Monday of each month, Carolyn is going to be with us.
Wonderful.
Talking about, and she has a number of different subjects she wants to talk about and share about when it comes to health. So we are very happy that not only you took time today to be with us, but also you're going to be with us every second Monday of the month until the end of the year at least. So good morning. Thank you very much. And how you doing this morning?
I'm wonderful. I'm so wonderful. And I'm excited. I'm listening to the show, getting the feedback, all the comments. This is an amazing platform. I'm just really excited to be a part of it.
Fantastic.
Appreciate it.
And you know, some of my besties are listening online, so that's so great. I'm looking at all these names, and yeah, absolutely. So this is great. You know, I'm part of the Network Mixer. I'm a sponsor.
Yes, there you go.
Excellent.
So here we go.
Tiny little world.
So it is. So Fitness IQ goes morning, Carolyn. Frequency Event Promotions goes congrats, Carolyn. Fitness IQ again is going amazing. So I thought, okay, and see the families saying Opal Inspires saying welcome, Carolyn. So the family is there. So and to see Ryan, I kept this totally. Yeah. No, but I told you it was a good thing, right?
Absolutely. Yes.
This is fantastic. So Carolyn, can you share a little bit about your journey to our family today?
Absolutely. So I'm a certified holistic nutritionist. My husband, myself and my husband, well, he's the real owner of the Energy Shack Juice Bar. I just work there apparently. But as a, you know, it is a Black-owned business. And we are in Scarborough, so Midland and Progress intersection. But for the last 8 years, we have been serving completely plant-based products, gluten-free. But the biggest thing that we do is, as a nutritionist, I take clients through a journey of completely reversing diabetes, high blood pressure, digestion issues, sleep trouble. I mean, I'm sure there's some diseases I haven't seen in over a decade, but I have to tell you, and just like hold on to something when I tell you this, we have a 100% success rate. I don't have one client with high blood pressure, high blood sugar that it hasn't come down, and we don't sell supplements. So we just get you to learn what created the issue. If you weren't born with it, then we can reverse it. But you really have to listen to what I say.
Absolutely. And I just wanted to shout out on Instagram here, Chef Bashir, who runs the Black Creek Farm. So I'm going to be Ryan, we actually should go out there together one day. So I'm going to talk to you outline. So it's ironic that he's chimed in this morning. So Carolyn, and we were chatting up to last night. You have an international business, don't you?
I do. You know what? We're working with clients everywhere. As long as I can talk to you, which is really possible pretty much wherever you live. We have clients in Africa, all over the Caribbean, in England. I mean, it's just because we do have a pretty good footprint on social media. And what happens is, if you're here in Canada, and you're no longer a diabetic, you've been on 6 medications and insulin, and you're, within a month of doing our program, you're diabetes free, you're going to tell everybody. So we get a lot of, you got to talk to my sister in Trinidad, you got to talk to my mother in England. So that happens a lot. So we get the privilege of working with people everywhere. So you don't have to be at the shack. We can reach you anywhere, and I can help you in your environment. Use the ingredients you have to bring the healing.
Right.
Wonderful.
So where do you typically tell people to start? Because for myself, I definitely have some COVID pounds, and I don't know where my blood pressure is. I should actually go get my physical done. My wife's been nudging. So when they come to the Energy Shack, or when they engage with you, what's typically that starting point? Like, where do you help people start with?
Yeah, so basically what I do is we do a consultation first. So I need at least 30 minutes of your time for all the viewers for as long as I'm on and even beyond. And I think this is going to go for a while. We basically start with a consultation. So $110, we're offering it for $49 to all of your viewers. Minimum 30 minutes, but it could take us up to an hour. And I do a full assessment of your health. So once I figure out what the issue is, I can usually tell without any blood work, is there issues at the liver, the kidney, is the blood thick, what's going on? Then I make my recommendations for you, and we decide what's the start date, what's realistic, because most everybody, not everyone, but most everyone needs to start with a cleanse. We're going to do a 2-day, 3-day, 5-day juice cleanse. I need to get all the toxins out. I need to clean you up before I put you on the program.
Actually, I want to shout here a real special shout out. Oh, she jumped in, but I love me more jumped in and jumped out, but good to have her on. And I'm going to we're going to offer that special. I'm actually putting up her email address as part of the offer. But Ryan, if you have another question, actually, you know what? And I'm going to say I'm part of that. I actually went for a consultation, and it was real deal. It was honest, said to the point, and I get it.
Well, I was curious go ahead. What statistics about ourselves should we know coming into? Because, like you said, we probably can't do blood work over the phone or on the spot. Should we know kind of what our cholesterol level is, our blood pressure is? What other things could we bring at that beginning?
Yeah, so that's a good question. So I do have a blood pressure monitor, and I can check your blood sugar. I'm just not taking all your levels. So I just need to know, are you borderline diabetic, or are you diabetic, high blood pressure? I just need to know what medication you're on. And I don't even need to know the names of the medication, because for the most part, they're pretty much have some of the same properties. So with that being said, I just ask you questions about your day-to-day, how many meds you're on, and then I can check your blood sugar, I can check your blood pressure, so don't eat a donut before you come into my office, because then we will not get the real numbers. But Yeah, so there isn't really a lot you need to bring to the table. I start asking you questions that you never really think about. I'm going in details. I want to know what your bowel movements look like.
Yeah.
I need all of it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. It is the real deal. As I fool around with my lights here. I just do this. And
Yeah,
so we
mine's
got
super bright. I mean, I'm white, but I'm really white on camera, so I gotta fix that.
no problem. We got to say good morning to Tim Frey. Are you in Toronto? What city are you in, Tim? Because I know the
Right.
last
Might
you're
be in the
saying you're going to
Caribbean.
be Shirley J from Black Canadian Content Creators. Make sure you follow that organization online and enjoyed your post this morning, Shirley. And yes, you are doing good things. So don't mistake that you are not. You're doing good things. Got a question here from Ray McMillan, one of our sponsors. The
Yes.
McMillan Group says, what is the difference between a holistic nutritionist and a naturopathic doctor?
Great question. So, a naturopathic doctor has probably been to school about 4 years longer than I have, for sure. But here's the thing: a naturopathic doctor can they can get blood work requisitions. You will have to pay for it. It's not covered by OHIP, and they use naturopathic medicines. So I don't sell supplements. Not that I don't believe in supplements. I just don't believe supplements are the answer. We over supplement ourselves, and it's a band-aid, almost like medication. So for me as a holistic nutritionist, different than a naturopathic doctor, I'm taking I can't get blood requisitions. Of course, you can go to the doctor and I can read your blood work, but I'm not trying to give you a supplement or a naturopathic remedy. Not that there's not a place for that, but I need to pick apart your diet, your lifestyle. I use a holistic approach, and I use food as the medicine. And I have unlimited natural remedies, but we're using food as your medicine and your healing. I might get you to wrap your arm in cabbage. Like, I'm using stuff and I know that it works, but I'm really taking the holistic approach from head to toe, finding out what you're doing that's causing the issue, because I need to ascertain the cause in order to fix you. So that's really the big difference. And it may not be covered under your benefits where naturopathic doctor is.
Okay. Hayden says, okay, let's see what goes on here. Hayden says this. Come on. I'm on your way. And he says 2. I don't know where you're on your way. Are you on your way to book an appointment, Hayden? Is that what you're on your way to do? Again,
Good stuff. Good stuff.
so this is good stuff. And so just to tell you, everyone here, Carolyn is going to be with us every second Monday of the month on the Morning Vibe. Her segment's going to be called Energy Restored. Energy Restored. So she's going to be on after Ryan and I banter. She's going to take up the whole rest of the hour with a topic, but you can also email her questions. So if you have questions for her, there's the email address, info@energyshackjuicebar.com, and say you saw in the Morning Vibe. She needs to know. We need to know.
You gotta get
You
your
know?
discount.
Yeah, there you go. And here's the thing too. I've lived in Scarborough. I'm going to say Scarborough long enough. And I did not know this store existed till a few months ago. And unfortunately, their store's closing down.
Not totally closing. We just closed the food side. We're
Yes.
keeping the juices alive. We're keeping the nutrition alive. But that part of the business has gotten so busy that we just can't play around with the food side anymore. There are so many people, like, it's like diabetes is a pandemic today. And we just don't realize that the things that we don't realize we're poisoning ourselves. So, and so many people feeling sluggish. I mean, next Monday's show, or this Monday's show, is how to hit the reset button. And I heard you talking about that, how to hit the reset button on your health, because Ryan, I think you were talking about that a little bit earlier. You need to reset. We need to just get these extra pounds off, stop feeling sluggish and fatigued every day, wake up like a champion, not tired. We're going to talk about it.
Okay. So Hayden has updated his last comment. He says, hold on, I'm on my way to Energy Shack.
We're closed today.
Okay, now you should tell people the days that you're open.
Sure. Yeah, so at the Energy Shack, now we're only open for juice pickup. So you can grab a cold pressed juice off the shelf or a detox. You can't grab a soup or a salad or a sandwich, but the juice bar is open from Monday to Thursday from 8:30 to 6 p.m. and Sunday 10 to 4. So we're Sabbath keepers. We're closed all day Friday and Saturday.
Nice.
Gotcha.
Very nice. So, Latanya, good to see you as always. Good morning. Thanks for introducing us to Carolyn. Our food is our medicine, and our medicine, our food. Fitness IQ Cam says, my favorite secret place.
See how we're keeping secrets?
He has been such a long time customer.
Oh,
you're
nice.
kidding.
No, I'm serious. Yeah,
Oh.
faithful.
Okay, so again, just want to make sure that you all get the information that you can get your consultation for $49 instead of $110 when you mention the Morning Vibe or Dr. Vibe. Email Carolyn at info@energyshotjuicebar.com. I got another comment here that I'm going to ask a real good question about. I think you know this person too, Roger Dundas.
Yes.
Roger.
So Carolyn has a really cool life, because when we first met, when I called her for my appointment, says, well, I'm going to be back in the city. I go, what do you mean back in the city? And I'm going, okay, so Carolyn, where do you divide your time up from? Progress in Midland to where? Where's most of your time spent?
Well, I wish I could take the laptop outside. Maybe I'll do the next interview in my backyard. But I actually live in Sudbury, so we took a big risk last year. Sold our condo in Toronto. I mean, we were like in the heart of Toronto, and we bought 106 acres of nothing but trails, lakes, and a small, tiny little bungalow. Our house is so small, but it's perfect in Sudbury. So. For me as a nutritionist, I mean, I'm on demand. And I won't call it pulled because I love what I do, but I'm pouring into people every single day passionately. I have to make sure that I'm whole and I'm good and I'm feeling well. And for me, that's nature. So we have hundreds of kilometers of trails in our forest. There's 3 lakes on our property. We could just jump in there or get the canoe. And it's literally steps from my house. So after about 4 or 5 consultations, I shut it down for about an hour and a half. I go for my nature walk. We got to bring the pepper spray because there's tons of bears, coyotes, and everything else out there. But it is just, silence.
Yes.
And the nights are so dark. You're just so restored here. And so part of our move is, and I love people and I love to see them better. So part of this is us creating retreats, which we have one coming up November 2nd. It's not here, but it's at 100 acres in Belleville. I'll talk about that next week. But this is so important for healing. Just a few days here, and I'm like, you know what peace is like. And you're so restored. We do not realize how stressed we are, even if we're not a stressed out person. Just being on the 401 and looking at concrete buildings every day, we just don't realize what that does to our health. So we need to get out in nature, and so that's why I divide up my time. I'll be back in the city on Sunday, and I'll be there all week, but then I'll come back for my retreat.
Ryan, any more questions?
I was actually going to ask if retreats were in the card. So as those are happening, definitely let us know so we can share and invite people out.
Yeah, so we have one on November 3rd to 5th. Right. And you can find it on our website. Just go under services and look under lifestyle. It's only $8.95 until September 22nd, but we are going to take you to a beautiful mansion on 100 acres in Belleville, just an hour or so from Toronto. And we're going to teach you how to make healthy eating a way of life while we nourish you with cold pressed juices and organic foods. So there's still some spots left. It's shared accommodations, but I'm telling you, we need that peace. We need that getaway. So that's the last retreat for the year.
All right. So just also want to tell people she will be back on Monday, and she's going to be talking about how to hit the reset button on your health. So subscribe wherever you're watching this. Also make sure you watch it and tell some other people about it. This lady and her dear husband have a global business. So it doesn't matter where you're watching, she can help you big time. big time. So,
and yes, Dr. Vibe, my apologies. I did have to run at a hard stop, but we shall catch up soon.
All right.
Nice
Take care. We'll see you on Monday.
Yes. Have a good
All
weekend.
right. Take care. Be well. All right. So it's just you and I against the world now, friend. And now we can really see your Energy Shack t-shirt. There you go. Juice bar. Tim has a question. Maybe what SDA church does Carolyn belong to? Which you can probably saying Seventh-day Adventists.
Does it say Seventh-day Adventist all over me? I said I keep the Sabbath. It could have been Jewish, but no, I'm not. So I belong to the Emmanuel Seventh-day Adventist Church, but of course, because of our move to Sudbury, I'm not there as often. I'll watch it online. There's an SDA church here in Sudbury, but I still haven't made myself known there. Once you let people know you're at the church, you're part of it. So still doing my forest retreats on Sabbath. But yeah, I'm part of the Emmanuel Church in North York.
All right. Fantastic. How did the business get started?
Oh, such a good question. So I had been for most of my adult life in computer and printer parts sales, always self-employed. But I'm just a salesperson naturally. That's what I love to do. So I've been doing that from home for a long time. But when I was 17, I learned about this health message actually at the Adventist Church. And I started following these 8 secrets of healing, and it transformed my life. So when I think it was about 35 or so, I decided to go back to school to become a nutritionist. So I was doing that part-time while I was still selling my computer parts, because that really paid the bills, a really nice income. But then that nutrition side started growing. You know, people heal, they tell their friends. And I started working with one of my friends, very good friends, Dr. Higgins. She's got a chiropractic wellness center in Toronto, best chiropractic ever. So basically what happened is she had a Scarborough location that was too small. So I was doing the nutrition for all of her clients, and she moved. She said, you know what, I got to move to this other location. I got to move my place. It's too small. We're a growing business. So she goes to Midland and Progress and leases 4 full units for her business. And afterwards is just like, what did I do? Do I want to pay rent on 4 units? Like, what did I do? So she calls me and she's like, can you come down to our new location? I want to see if you want to put like a juice bar and sublease a small little corner in our gym or something. So I said to my husband, let's just go check it out. And she's like, I think you got to get your show on the road. Because, you know, I've been working with her clients and helping them heal through juicing and all of that. So my husband and I went down, we looked at the 4 units, and she's like, say, in my gym, I'd like you in this corner. And so my husband took me aside. He's like, listen, I'm not in anybody's corner. If we're going to do this, we're like taking over one of the whole units. We're going to put this show on the road. He didn't use those exact words, but I was like, really, honey? Like, really? Like, I'm like so full-time working. You're full-time working. We were living in Alliston at the time. But wow. You know what? When the head of the home speaks, you just listen. So, so we went back home. We prayed about it, and we talked to the family about it. My son's like, I'll start taking pictures for the website. And my daughter's like, I'll start making the menu boards, and I'll be the taste tester. And we're like, okay, let's just do this. So that was in March of 2016. And she said we had to have our doors open by June. And I'm just telling you, that's how the Energy Shack came together. My husband started working on the vendors and the logo. He made the logo all himself because we paid 100 people and they didn't do it right. And I was just the nutrition mind behind it, and put all the recipes together as best as I could, because I don't write any recipes down, and now I had to. And Energy Shack came alive on June 6th, 2016. It was, yeah.
Wonderful. Just shouting out on Instagram. You've been on for a while, and I haven't shouted you out. Classic_C_gems. Thank you. You are listening to this conversation. So, hey, if you want to take advantage, make sure it happens. You know, email info@energyjuiceshack.com.
Energy Shack Juice Bar. We'll get it right.
Energy Shack Juice Bar. I'm going to actually, I'm going to put this segment on Instagram. I'm going to put all the details. So it's all there. Get your discount, a $49 consultation, 1 hour about you, investing in you. How can you go wrong? $50 for a lifetime investment. Hello. Also, Tim says the Seventh-day Adventist Church really promotes a healthy diet and lifestyle. Before veganism became a thing, most SDA members were already eating and living properly, and shutting down for Sabbath is invaluable. So Tim, that's Ray, sorry, Ray, says, approves, loves what you're doing. That's fantastic. What impact actually, two-part question. What impact did the pandemic have on your business?
What a great question. That was our best year. 2021.
Say that again. Year. Say that again for people. What impact?
2021
Go ahead.
Was our best year. I'll tell you, it was very strange. So COVID comes and nobody knows. This is so new, right? Like, stay home. Highway was dead quiet, but I'm like, I checked the news. I checked all the government websites. Like, I'm allowed to be open, right? Like, I'm a store, I'm a retail front. So I'm going to go to work. No one's like, no bylaw officers coming, but no customers were coming. Everybody was just like staying home. So the first like 4 or 5 weeks, it was very eerie. It was just me alone. I asked my staff to stay home and barely anybody was coming. But when people caught on that retail places were still open, and if you sell food, you're still allowed to be there. Man, we were so busy. People were caring about their immune system. I did so many consultations. We started selling our produce. Like, we were selling everything. It was literally our best year in the last 8 years. Yeah.
Wow. And what are you seeing about the health of people that are coming to see you post-pandemic?
Yeah, so we have, if we weren't sedentary before, like we are now, because people now have learned this hybrid model. We don't have to be in these offices. I'll be honest, and there's been kind of an impact in another way, where all the offices and buildings and warehouses around us that were full of people are empty now. So we've had to create a new flow of customers, because they're not coming for lunches anymore. They're not coming on their way home and picking up their stuff. Most people are working from home, but that issue of working from home has created mental disorders, has created big bellies, has created congestion of blood, because we sit at home, we work, we eat, we don't move. Just getting out and going to your car and driving and getting out of your car and going to the office makes a difference. Yeah, so this is what I'm seeing now. I'm really tired of hearing this COVID weight. I mean, no COVID told you to put on weight. So it's just us. Really, I mean, COVID's horrible, but shouldn't get the blame for our health issues. That's us. You could have chosen through COVID to be like, I'm home, I'm starting my workout routine. I'm going to take my walk every day. I'm going to choose to not eat the office garbage that they bring in. But so many of us went the other way. But I'm here to help you get, back on track.
Excellent. Again, the special offer, $49 for minimum half an hour, up to 1 hour consultation with Carolyn to get an overview on what's going on with your health, regularly valued at $110. So email energyshackjuicebar.com, mention the Morning Vibe or the Dr. Vibe to qualify for that value, real value. Also, if you have any questions about health in general, Carolyn makes herself available, and she's really good at it too. Now, if you have to wait, it's because she's in demand. Can I say that again? If you have to wait, it's because she's in demand. She's serving people globally. But we've got her here second Monday of each month, at least till the end of the year. So you know what? It all starts with you. It all starts with you. So also just want to say, again, coming up this Monday, the first of her series, how to hit the reset button on your health. So I'm going to say subscribe, like whatever, wherever you can, because if you can't catch it live, the replay will be invaluable to you. Invaluable to you. So your detox product is real hot, correct?
Super hot. There's a reason for that. Can I tell you?
Hey, it's your time. But today and Monday is all yours. So I'm just steering the ship. You're driving the ship.
So I think we're the only juice bar in the world. And I mean that because I haven't checked out every juice bar in the world, but I think we're the only juice bar in the world that refuses to mix fruits and vegetables together. So you will not find carrots, apples, celery in one juice. We will not sweeten our vegetable juices with fruits because that can create fermentation in the gut and it spikes the blood sugar. So when you're on this fast with other juices from other companies that added fruits in there, your pineapple, your apples to make the medicine go down because you don't want to drink spinach, you get this sugar spike. And so you're constantly hungry. Our juices are so clean. They're all vegetables and they don't give you a sugar spike. It's just clean energy because fruits should be consumed and eaten, but not really, not drinking. We shouldn't be drinking our fruits. We should be eating them. Generally, we should be eating everything. But when you're on a detox and you're cleansing, you want a low glycemic index. You want less sugar in the system. And you want that clean energy that actually restores and detoxifies. This is unique than anywhere else in the world. And people come from downtown. You know how many juice bars are downtown? They come from downtown or order from downtown. We're delivering so much downtown because they've tasted and seen what the Energy Shack juice does to them. And I think I was telling you, we just shipped overnight. They paid $200.
No. Give the background of the story. Talk about it. Give the background of the story. When you told me this, I went, okay, this is real. So tell the story.
Okay. So I worked with a client in Alberta whose life transformed, and he got us to ship them the juice there. And it was such a phenomenal change. He travels a lot. So every time he comes to Toronto, he picks up his juice. But he told his friend, you've got to call Carolyn and don't get your juice anywhere else. So they call me. They do a full program, them and their wife. And they, I said to them, we have to start with the cleanse. So just tell me the juice bars in your area. I'll call them. I'll try to customize a bit. He said, no, we want your juice. So it's going to be a lot of money. So we want only your juice. We've told your juice is the best. They paid $200 in shipping. Forget about the juice to overnight our juice to Alberta. And I'll tell you, they are in their second week of the program and they're just not turning back. They feel lighter, they feel better, aches and pains are gone. And they feel like every penny is worth it. And of course it is, but that is a serious investment in their health. But they heard that Energy Shack juice was the best and they were right.
Congratulations. That's a great story. We got in the house Dr. Tachi, who's the host of the livest program about media, tech, and pop culture called Mediascope on Wednesdays, 5 p.m. Eastern time on Instagram, and then at 6 p.m. Eastern time on Wednesdays, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, LinkedIn, and other platforms. And starting, I think it's in the process of starting. She is also starting her own independent media network in the US that'll be available via Roku, and many of these conversations, the replays will be on that network.
Nice.
So we will make sure that Carolyn gets on the Indie Soup Media platform and hopefully create some business opportunities in the United States of America. All right. So this is good. You've had to stop the food stuff, and I've been in the store one or two times recently, and when you're telling people like this, they feel so upset.
Yeah. You know what? We have been, God has blessed so much, but for the last 8 years, we have had the blessings to learn how to make vegan Caesar salads and the best soup that just warms your soul. Chickenless salad sandwiches that you wouldn't even know the chicken's missing. But everything we make is from scratch. We will not buy a store-bought vegan mayonnaise. We do it all ourselves. And it's become very time consuming, and with the price of produce and
organic produce,
yeah,
yes.
it's like I couldn't sell this for enough money to make it profitable. So what we've decided to do, we know we have really good food, and it's vegan, it's gluten free, and it's actually healing without compromise. So what we've done is we've just stopped the food side for now. We've connected with some buyers at health food stores and grocery stores. And hopefully in the next 3 months, you're going to see our food everywhere, because we have to make it on a mass quantity scale in order for it to work. Because I can make it cheaper, but then I'm going to compromise on the ingredients, and I just won't do that. So if we're going to keep the ingredients intact and make sure that this is a product of integrity and healing, I have to produce it on a really mass scale.
Wonderful.
So it's not gone forever.
No.
But yeah, our customers are sad.
Yeah.
I know I'm sad.
Well, and it's interesting. I just come into the store every once and I just listen to the interaction between your clients and your staff, and whatever you and your husband and your team are going to be doing, it's really special, because the loyalty, the brand loyalty and the relationships that you've built, from my view, are really solid.
Yeah, our customers are so faithful. They are so faithful. Through the pandemic, they did not let us down. They told their friends, support the Energy Shack. We don't want this business going anywhere. They are so faithful, our customers. So that's why I want to keep going however we can. Our customers are incredible.
Great. Well, you know what? I'm going to stop it right there, because you're back again on Monday.
Yes.
So a few things, again, if you're watching this live on replay, this is Carolyn who's going to restore. So coming up on Monday, new segment on the Morning Vibe, second Monday of each month, at least now to the end of the year. Carolyn's going to be hosting Energy Restored. Bring your questions. She'll be talking about how to hit the reset button on your health. Also, if you have any questions about physical health for Carolyn, please email her at info@energyshackjuicebar.com and say you saw her on the Morning Vibe. Big thing too, the offer. The offer. And you can do it in person, and also do it, I guess you can do it over the phone or even online, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So various ways. So consultation with a nutritionist, probably Carolyn, $49 instead of $110. That's minimum half an hour, could last up to an hour. Just say you mentioned, to get that offer, mention the Morning Vibe or Dr. Vibe in your email to Carolyn. Said also again, the new segment, Gotta Pump It, Monday, Energy Restored. And the stars right beside me. We're just going to be sitting in the audience. And that's it. I think we've got it all that. And one last thing, contact information for Energy Shack. Website, email address, phone number, the gram, Facebook, and YouTube. Carolyn, thank you so much for giving us the most valuable thing you have in the world, time, especially with 106 acres you can deal with. Taking time out from 106 acres. I may want to do a retreat up there. I think there's some opportunities up there, because it's not that far from Toronto. How long of a drive?
3.5 hours.
Wow, shorter than a drive to Montreal.
Yeah,
there you go. All right, let's see.
Can I just say one thing? Just be
you can say whatever thing you want. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, when you go on Instagram to follow us, there is energyshackjuicebar.com, which looks like us, but it's been hacked. So go to the Energy Shack Juice Bar for Instagram.
Now, is it energyshackjuicebar.com or just that?
No, there's no .com. It's just the Energy Shack Juice Bar.
Okay. So
that was probably my error.
No problem. So let me just change that right now, family, because people are going to go and say, "What did you do? What did you do?" Yeah. It's not the right one.
So put the, or you're going to be subject to the hacker. And I wish I could take that account away from him.
Okay, so let's see. Want to make sure that this is right here. Let me put it up here.
Yes, you got it.
Okay, the Energy Shack Juice Bar. I'll make sure when I share it out on Instagram, they'll know what it is. So Carolyn, I would say thank you so much, you and your family, for everything you have done, and your team.
Yes.
Have done, are doing, will be doing. We are excited to see you on Monday. And I have a feeling we're going to be chatting in the next few minutes after this.
Yeah.
So remember to give yourself grace and don't just manage your time, manage your energy. All right, family. Great segment. Excited about that. So we pull things out once in a while for you. We don't like to be bored, but I really thought, having health and wealth. A lot of people here come to the Morning Vibe. We want to get better financially, emotionally, things like that. And health is such a foundational piece of that. So Monday, that's when it's going to happen. Another new segment. So let's do a recap now. And actually, some comments here. Continued success, Carolyn, Frequency Event Promotions. Dr. Tachi says she's excited for this segment. Thank you so much, Dr. Tachi. So as we start winding it down to, so let's look at it. So here we go. First Friday of each month, Financial First Fridays with Wayne Harris. Third Friday of each month, Ray McMillan talking mortgages, real estate. Second Monday of each month, Carol Nicole talking about nutrition. And the last Monday of each month, we have David Archer talking about Black mental health, or mental health in general, but especially through a Black lens. So we're making moves, family. We're making moves. So as you can see at the bottom, you can watch replays of this show. Actually, I'm going to end it off on Instagram right now. Sorry about that, but it's so classic_C_gems. Thank you for staying on for all this. But we're going to let it go now on the Instagram. Remember to give yourselves grace. Don't just manage your time, manage your energy. Remember to give yourselves grace. And classic_CC_gems. Why don't you follow us on YouTube? Would love that. Be well and keep the faith. All right. So you can watch replays of this show on the Dr. Vibe Show YouTube and Facebook, Afro Caribbean Business Network, Facebook and YouTube, and Ryan Oneil Knight on YouTube. All right, family. Saying that you hope you have a fantastic weekend. Some other housekeeping duties before we get out of here. Please hit the subscribe button on the Dr. Vibe Show YouTube page. Subscribe and notify. And also follow the Dr. Vibe Show on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. To advertise your business or service on the show, please email me dr.vibe@thedr.com. Then join the Morning Vibe Discord group. Please email me dr.vibe@thedr.com. Going to be posting stories there. Would love discussions or things that are going on. Some stories that you have that we can maybe talk about on the Morning Vibe Show. All right. So that is it. Got one more comment here. Okay. Hayden says, wow, what a wonderful addition to the show. Thank you, Hayden. That's beautiful. Now, Hayden, I'm going to be checking with Carolyn to see if you make an appointment. So just don't think you can just make nice comments. I ain't going to keep an eye on you. So I hope you're doing it. But I appreciate you, Hayden, and everybody who checked in live on the replay. So let's finish it off. Live your life as a dream. If you can dream it, you can make it. Sometimes you have to get small to get stronger. Block assumptions, then aim bigger, aim better, aim higher, aim wider. Love, faith, and respect. Remember to give yourself grace and don't just manage your time, manage your energy. Thank you, everybody. If you are having a weekend this weekend, make it happen. Hope if you had your kids going to school, I know some people have had their kids going to school for a little while. Hope it's going fine. So, God bless. Peace to you all. Keep the faith, walk good. And remember, reset your health coming up on Monday with Carolyn. You be there and tell people to be there. All right. God bless. Peace to you all. Keep the faith and walk good.
Here we go.